Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, end of week update I got here on Doge. This is going to be a Dogecoin only video. So, just jumping right into it. We're going to start off on the 2 week time frame, and I'm going to delete everything I have on here just to make it a fresh, clean look. Okay, and we're just going to go with price action. Okay. So, first things first, I want to pull a Fibonacci from the all-time high to a bear market low for this current cycle. All right, just gonna go over that. Also, real quick on the EMAs, I have up 2 week. We're holding to 21 EMA on the 2 week time frame. It's still pointed up as well, so I expect consolidation before moving higher. If we go to the 1 week, we're still holding it as well. We can get wicks under it. We just want closures above the 21 weekly EMA for Dogecoin. That's all. So I'll turn it off now. Going back to the 2 week chart. Now, we found resistance at the 0.236, around 21 cents. We wicked above it, but ultimately got closures under it, and that proves as strong resistance. Okay, and if we were to break above the 236, next targets would be 31 cents and possibly 39 cents. Okay, at the 50% retracement and the 382. Taking off that Fibonacci, Doge is in a range, right? Just keeping it short and simple. We got a little test under it, but ultimately, Doge is in a bit of a range, right? So going down to the smaller time frame here, and then pull up the 50% retracement of this range. Move it on over. Come on. Here we go. Zoom in a little bit. 50% retracement pops in around 17 cents and 17 and a half cents, so to say. Okay, 17 and a half cents. There's the 50% retracement of this range between 22 and 12 cents for Dogecoin. Right, so as long as we're in the bottom half, you can consider bullish or bearish. If we're above 17 and a half cents in this range, consider it bullish. All right. Now, if we take a short-term Fibonacci, right, coming from the high, really rejecting off that 50% to the low of this move, that little wick under, we can see that we're testing support. And I'll pull up a zone of support. It's going to be between this 50% retracement and this 236 of this Fibonacci, right? Deleting that Fibonacci off now. Here's the support zone. It's going to be between 14 cents and 13 cents. Okay? To be exact, it's 0.147 and 0.132 cents for Dogecoin. This is the zone of support. If Dogecoin cannot hold this, I would expect the low at 12 cents to get swiped. Okay? We either come back down and test, we can pull up a higher time frame of support under this range that we have. And it could be, somewhere like 11 and something like 10 cents, something like that. And we could potentially have a deviation under this range where price could swipe this low here, right? Kind of wick here and get a closure back above in this range before continuing higher, or we come a little lower and do the same thing, right? That's the short-term bearish scenario, okay, where we could come down and get more liquidity on Dogecoin. Or the other short-term bearish scenario is that we come down a little deeper in this area of support, between 14.7 and 13.2. And we kind of range here maybe a little bit, then, continue to bounce out of this area of support and grind up higher. Okay. Going to like a 3-day time frame, you can probably see it a bit better. Or maybe a weekly. Yeah, 3-day was better, honestly. It's a better look. Right, because you can see here the rejection at 50% retracement, you had 3 days of just straight wicks straight into it. So that was a clear sign that there's probably going to be a rejection there. All right. And the support was going to be tested here. Right. So I'm a Dogecoin holder, a Dogecoin bull. I would like to see this area support hold. Maybe Doge ranges a little bit more in this range. Maybe swipe this low a bit before continuing higher. All right. Overall, my bias on Doge is to the upside. And we can talk about some upside targets. Okay. We can pull a fib from here. We can pull it to there. Move it on over. And if Doge were to break out of this range, first target's going to be 29 cents, 40 cents, 51, and 57 cents. Okay. Those are just some upside targets to look for. All right. Now to the downside, let's say the ultra bear scenario is if Dogecoin won't hold above 10 cents, well, you're likely going to look for here. You're going to look for 7 cents. All right. Just because these were highs and a breakout area. If that were to break, well, the next area of support, clear as day, is going to be at 7 cents, right? If Dogecoin were to come down that low, I mean, that's pretty scary. I don't know if it could put in new highs from there this cycle, right? That would be a pretty weak looking chart. But Dogecoin is a meme coin. Who really knows? That's just the ultra bear scenario, because you would ultimately come back in this range of the bear market, right? Yeah, you kind of had here. You really don't want to break back into that with higher time frame closures, because you break back into it, well, you can come right to the bottom end of it too. So we really want to be holding this range that Doge is in, to be honest with you, and hold this area of support at 14.7 and 13.2. Right, that's going to be the big area of support to be held for Dogecoin. But overall, Dogecoin still looks pretty decent for potential more upside in the coming months, maybe weeks. Who really knows? Whenever Dogecoin does break out, if it breaks out to the upside, it's going to happen pretty quick. Historically speaking, you can just see. Right, we had a breakout from end of January, and it happened very quickly, end of January to beginning of April. Right, that was a quick move up. Last bull market, breakout started again in January and ended April. Well, that's pretty fucking interesting, huh? Right, if we can go back in a little bit of time, we can see when Dogecoin had big rips to the upside, even in the bear market, you can see here, like, in just a matter of 2 weeks, in like a 1-2 week candle, Doge went up from 6 cents all the way up to 15, almost 16 cents in 2 weeks, right? That's just one move. So for the Dogecoin bulls, if you're not allocated to Doge and you're a bull on it, it's probably best to be allocated, obviously, before a run starts going, because it can go very quick. Right, back in 2017, I mean, move started October and ended in January, right? And here, February to May 17th, right? These are 2 week candles as well. It's probably a different look on the daily. You probably miss out a big chunk of the move on the daily. Yeah. Like if you miss 1 week of price action of a breakout price action on Dogecoin, I mean you would have missed out on pretty much this whole fucking move if you weren't allocated to it, right? So it can happen very randomly with Doge. Just historically speaking, it's the life of this coin, right? It's like own personality, so to say. So with that being said, guys, peace out. And overall, Dogecoin still looks bullish, right? Higher time frame. It's just a choppy and meme coin, right? Very volatile, high beta. So if the market dumps, this thing's gonna dump pretty hard. But if the market rips, well, this thing's gonna rip pretty fucking hard too. So peace out, guys, and see you in the next one.